The abyss does not always strike from the shadows. Sometimes, it wears a human face. This is Steel Against the Abyss, Episode 8, The Enemy Within. The survivors have found what they believe is a sanctuary, in the heart of the shattered city. The central square stands as one of the last strongholds against the encroaching darkness. Exhausted, wounded, and haunted by what they've seen, they finally have a moment to breathe. They tend to their injuries, share dwindling rations, and whisper stories of the world before the fall. For a fleeting moment, there is a glimmer of hope. But safety is an illusion, a cruel trick played on tired minds. Soon, the cracks begin to show. A strange tension spreads through the ranks like a fever. Soldiers, once brothers in arms, now each other with suspicion. Vital orders for the night watch go missing. A critical section of the barricade, reinforced just hours ago, mysteriously fails during a probing attack, costing them precious ammunition and even more precious lives. Captain Rylan Ashcroft, his face a mask of grim determination, feels a cold dread creeping into his heart. The attacks are too precise, too well-timed. The abyss isn't just outside the walls anymore. It's inside. It knows their plans, their fears, their weaknesses. The enemy is one of them. The paranoia erupts, accusations fly, friendships shatter, and fists are thrown as the fragile trust holding them together disintegrates. And in that exact moment of chaos, the abyss strikes. Not with a mindless horde, but with surgical precision. Creatures of nightmare pour through the exact weak points the saboteur created. Their attacks perfectly coordinated to exploit the defender's confusion. Steel clashes against chitin in the narrow confines of the square. It's a desperate, close-quarters slaughter where friend and foe are nearly indistinguishable in the swirling panic. The enemy knows every patrol route, every fallback position. They are being dismantled from the inside out. Amidst the carnage, Rylan corners a soldier acting erratically, leading a squad into a blatant trap. The confrontation is short, brutal, and ends with a horrifying revelation. It's not just betrayal. The soldiers' eyes are hollow, filled with a light that is not their own. They confess, not with guilt, but with a chilling, detached calm. The abyss found them in a moment of despair. It didn't just corrupt them. It whispered to them, offered them power, release from their fear. It promised them an end to the suffering. They have become a living beacon, a puppet whose strings are pulled by the darkness itself. The truth is worse than any simple treachery the abyss can think. It can plot, and it can turn their own hearts against them. The battle rages, and Rylan is faced with an impossible choice. The corrupted soldier is a gateway, feeding the abyss information, guiding its every move. To let them live is to condemn everyone in the square to certain death. But to kill one of his own, someone who was a victim before they were a traitor, is that not a victory for the abyss as well? With the screams of his people echoing around him and the shadow of defeat looming, Rylan raises his blade. The steel is cold against his hand. He makes his choice. The blade falls, and from the darkness, a sound echoes, not of pain or fury, but of deep, ancient laughter. The game has just begun. Thank you for watching this episode of Steel Against the Abyss. If you're as gripped by this dark saga as we are, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what comes next.